Hello, and welcome to a brief introduction to Youphoria. I'm Kathy Compton, co-owner of Youphoria. And at Youphoria, we help you discover what you really want for your health and help you make small shifts from wherever you are today towards a healthy, balanced lifestyle that you'll love. So just open up a newspaper or turn on the news, or just look in your own personal life. We are in trouble when it comes to our health, and it's not getting any better. You see, 1 in 4 women aged 40 to 50 are on antidepressants. 1 out of 10 will develop gluten sensitivity. 75% of us have a food intolerance yet to be diagnosed. 90% of Americans are headed for high blood pressure. Over 190,000 deaths a year are caused by digestive diseases. Cancer's on the rise and could surpass 14 million people by 2030. 9-year-olds are being diagnosed with high blood pressure. And unbelievable as it is, statin cholesterol-lowering drugs are now being prescribed to, that's right, 6-year-olds. So just look at an example of a typical American family. And yes, you see all the fast food and junk food and boxed foods, high in calories, high in sugar, and low in nutrition. But what you don't see is that the dad, well, he's dealing with type 2 diabetes. The kids, they have lots of issues, including asthma, ADD, behavioral challenges, and the mom, she's just trying to keep it all together. And she too is suffering from adrenal fatigue, thyroid issues, migraines, more than you can imagine, and she can't sleep at night. So most of us have heard the saying, you can't just diet. It's got to be a lifestyle. But what does that mean? The fact is, each of us already have a lifestyle. Our health, our physical activity level, our emotional state, and our spiritual practices, and so on. It is all part of your lifestyle. The choices you make throughout the day and over the course of many days, months, and years make up your lifestyle. So how do you shift a lifestyle? You see, most diet programs I've seen take an overhaul approach. It sounds something like this. Starting on Monday, I'm going paleo. But if you don't normally cook for yourselves or go to the grocery store regularly, or say you always eat sweets every time you get stressed out, the lifestyle change you're about to make is far more significant than just changing what you eat. At Youphoria, we don't overhaul anything. By looking at these things through these 4 lenses, we help you discover and identify small lifestyle shifts that produce big results by discovering what works for you in these 4 areas. Area number 1 is food and nutrition. Number 2, environment. Number 3, emotions and energy. And number 4, thoughts and beliefs. So before I go on to these 4 sections in more detail, I want to share a little background information with you. You see, Youphoria was founded in 2014 after my friend and my client, Michelle Barnett, began working with me to bring balance and wellness into her life. For the past 25 years, Michelle struggled with her weight. From about age 14 on, she decided she was overweight. And over the past 25 years, Michelle tried over 20 different diet programs. She went through phases where she exercised like crazy, weighing food, keeping spreadsheets, doing cleanse after cleanse after cleanse. She even ran a couple of half marathons and went to thyroid and hormone specialists. Michelle was literally spending thousands of dollars just to lose weight. Not only did none of these efforts help her lose weight, but she went from weighing 135 pounds in high school up to 190 pounds. Not only had her weight increased, but she also dealt with many of the things that many of us deal with on a regular basis. Things like foggy thinking, energy slumps, joint and muscle pain, allergies, food cravings, anxiety. Those were all part of her normal everyday life. And after working with Michelle to help her discover who she really was and go after what was really important to her inside of her weight and her health, we created Youphoria with a commitment to totally transform the conversation around how to access health and well-being. You see, Youphoria is committed to introducing a new wellness philosophy that starts from the viewpoint, what if we are perfect? What if our bodies are functioning exactly as they're diagnosed and designed to function? You see, we believe that when you approach health from this perspective, that you are in a better position to deal effectively with the symptoms of unworkability. So what do I mean by that? You see, a perfectly functioning body would react in some very noticeable ways when it's overloaded with processed foods and environmental toxins, and it's overburdened with stress, fatigue, unhealthy relationships, and on and on and on. Symptoms of the perfectly functioning body being in unworkable situations might look something like this. Might include diabetes or inflammation, maybe anxiety or depression or skin issues. For sure, it might include obesity, etc., etc. When we start from the perspective that we're working properly and look for what's upsetting that properly, perfectly working machine, some really important lifestyle choices start to emerge. So what is it that causes our body to break down and leads to so many devastating responses like heart attacks, arthritis, or breast cancer? Well, years ago, Time magazine hit the nail on the head. Inflammation is the secret killer. And inflammation, low energy, and weight gain are all a function of an imbalance. Youphoria helps you distinguish that imbalance. So let's look at this. Does your DNA really determine your destiny? Well, the good news is, no, it doesn't. Your genes make up, at best, 20% of your health, your weight, and your life. The good news is, your lifestyle determines more than 80% of your health and your wellness and what you have in your life. So let's look at that. Many of us have tried various diets and programs to reach our goals. Now, there's no shortage of diets out there. Here are just a few of the thousands that are out there that you yourself might have tried from time to time. And some of them are for sure my favorites. I kind of like the cookie diet, or maybe the air and sunlight diet. For sure, given my background, I love the positive thoughts diet. And while we add some humor to this, people are spending thousands and thousands of dollars and losing precious years of their life going after something that simply doesn't work. The ultimate myth is that you then believe you somehow failed. Well, let's be clear, you did not fail. Those programs, they simply did not work for you. Now, I said earlier that Youphoria helps you discover what works for you by looking at your lifestyle through 4 different lenses. In our 12-week online Youphoria Signature program, we help you discover what works for you in the area of food, your environment, your thoughts and beliefs, and your relationship with your emotions. I'll cover a few examples in each area just to illustrate our approach a little more clearly. So when we look at food, you see, food isn't just about calories or fat content. Food is actually a very complex topic. We introduce you to emerging research about food. Sugars linked to cancer and diabetes and weight gain and insulin resistance. The correlation between wheat and degenerative brain diseases and inflammation and weight. We talk about dairy and hormones and even a beneficial nutrient that aids with weight loss but isn't available in most commercially produced dairy or wheat products or meat products. There are loads and loads of other topics out there. We aren't a diet program that will tell you exactly what to eat. Remember, it's about you and what works for you. We are committed to helping you understand the confusing food landscape and empowering you to start to discover what works for you. And my coaching? My coaching is to keep a sense of humor along the way. You see, adding significance, that's one of the traps that keeps us stuck. Something can be important without being significant. For example, it is important to understand that when we alter our food, when we improve our food, we impact our digestion and our health. Now, most anyone who's been on a diet knows that your environment matters. Cleaning out the pantry, stocking the fridge with healthy options, packing lunch, sharing your goal with people in your life, all are important areas that we cover. An environment is more than that. Here's a personal example. You see, when Michelle first started making this lifestyle shift, she worked full-time, went to school full-time, and traveled back and forth between her boyfriend's house on the other side of town. She was also in a professional development program and was committed to keeping up with, you got it, her social life. She was always on the go. You see, when it came to environment, Michelle noticed right away that she needed to have food prepared to be successful, but it took her months to face the fact that taking on so much and burning the candle at both ends was also part of her environment that was contributing to her weight challenge. So one of my favorite aspects of our program is shifting your relationship with thoughts and beliefs, especially with failure. We think about failure a very specific way when it comes to weight loss. We eat something we think we shouldn't, and now we failed. And maybe we get back on track, but most of us quit after a few failures in a row. Imagine if we had the same relationship to failure when we first learned to walk, or ride a bike, or anything else you've eventually learned how to do. Failure is an important piece to success. In fact, it is an essential part of discovering what works. In our program, we help people get access to the thoughts and beliefs that, when left hidden from our view, can end up derailing us. So Youphoria is about discovering who you really are and what's really important to you. And great news is you have a coach to support you along your journey. Now, this portion could sound a little out there to some of you, but I invite you to first think about the foundational philosophy of acupuncture. Our body has energy always flowing through it, and when energy is blocked, the body responds with symptoms of dis-ease. Acupuncture has been around for over 3,000 years, and today's scientists are finding more and more evidence of the role energy and emotions play in our body and in our health. In our Youphoria Signature program, we introduce concepts that link health and energy and emotions. Again, there's no one-size-fits-all, and we're committed that people understand the landscape so that they can discover what works for them. So we utilize Dr. Bradley Nelson's body emotion code. And you will discover through this process a way to release trapped emotions that can cause imbalances in your life and can restore balance and peace. We look at epigenetics and the role our environment, including our emotions, influence the expression of gene characteristics. You don't have bad genes. We have control of how many of the traits controlled at the genetic level get expressed. They've even found a gene they call the longevity gene that can, get this, it can actually be turned on or switched on in your body. Now, we also look at how our intuition and the link between emotions, our heart, and our brain impact our life. There's even evidence of precognition, knowing in your gut before we know in our head. And we utilize positive psychology. Good feelings, scientists now know, have healing effects on the body. And researchers studying everything from the flu to HIV continue to find eye-opening evidence that a person's mindset can influence their immunity and the rate at which they heal from injuries and illness. Euphoria's program includes 2 personal body or emotion code sessions with our certified practitioners, and these are private personal sessions to take advantage of. I've studied this for years, and there is tons and tons of research on neuroemotional responses in the body and how trapped emotions can lead to a breakdown in the body, weight gain, and life breaking down in general. This is just some of the trapped emotions that, when stuck in your body, can impact and lead to illness, can impact and lead to weight gain, can cause grief and the experience of grief and the outcome of pain in your body. This program works. You see, Michelle lost nearly 40 pounds on this program, and she was clear it would be without suffering, which means she wasn't willing to stop eating all the food she loved or suffer in order to be healthy. Over the past year, Michelle has upgraded all of the food she likes to be more nourishing and healthful options. She eats pizza. She has a drink every now and then. And remember, she has it all work inside of her busy lifestyle, not to mention running a new business. Most of our clients lose at least 10 pounds during the program, and most find it very easy to keep up with the changes they've made long after the program has finished. 2 of our initial participants lost over 25 pounds after completing the program last December by just continuing to look for what works for them and to implement the principles they got. Not all of our clients want to lose weight. We've seen multiple people get permission from their doctors to go off medications after working with us. One of our clients even has reversed her macular degeneration, which is unheard of. Another client, he lowered his blood pressure, got rid of his allergies, and tripled his energy within, get this, the first 3 weeks of the program. Now, I'm not claiming Youphoria cures anything. I am sharing these examples to demonstrate that empowering yourself to discover what works for your body and for your life, it's worth checking out. So let me read to you one of what our participants created in Youphoria and the result that she produced in her own words. And this is part of an exercise we do in session 2 and 3. She says, I am vitally alive, taking care of my health, my energy, my well-being. I share myself, my life, and my unique gifts and talents. My committed actions produce results, and I am empowered to succeed. My life is full and rich, my dreams fulfilled. I experience love, abundance, happiness, and freedom. I celebrate the sweet life in all that I do and say. I'm a confident leader and attract like-minded people into my life. My devotion to community services makes a difference. That makes a difference. Peace, beauty, and goodness, they surround me. I am better today than the day before, and I know the best is yet to come. Now, what's extraordinary about her standing in this possibility that she created early on in her program was that the shift she made, she took on herself. She took on walking more regularly, and when she started the program, she hated to exercise, but she decided to do this. She took on eliminating gluten, something you don't have to do, but she took that on as a commitment to herself. She took on eating organic produce and upgraded many other food choices. And she got present to environmental toxins. The results were unbelievable. She increased her happiness, increased her energy dramatically, lost 15 pounds and nearly 13 inches, and she eliminated pain and inflammation in her legs, her knees, and her ankles. Most importantly, she transformed an old conversation about losing weight and being healthy. Now, this program is delivered online. It lasts 3 months. Each session lasts approximately 90 minutes and is done in webinar format. The cost is $299. We are committed that you have support in your environment. So if you register with a friend, you each pay just $249. The program includes a weekly group coaching call where you can work directly with our coach and learn from other clients on the call as well. The program also includes one free one-on-one coaching session, and it includes 2 free emotion code heart wall sessions if you want to explore the energy and emotional release that we offer in the program. We offer a 100% money-back guarantee if you're not completely satisfied. And in addition to this online program, we also offer individual coaching if you prefer one-on-one from your busy lifestyle. We also include or offer custom corporate wellness programs, as well as custom physician programs. So to get started today to discover a new you, contact Youphoria at 480-433-8909 to learn more or to register yourself into this program. You can also register online at www.euphoriaaz.com. So if you or someone you know is interested in learning more about how to make small lifestyle shifts that will produce major shifts in weight, in health, and living a balanced lifestyle, then contact us for a free consultation. I guarantee you will be happy that we spoke. If you already have a healthy, balanced lifestyle that you love, good for you. Please share this video with someone. We are out to revolutionize how people access health and well-being, one small shift at a time. So thank you for your time and thank you for your interest. And remember, with Youphoria, it starts with you.